Despite student arrests and heightened security measures at the schools, the bomb threats continue. Today, there were 14. GDOE implemented a new system that involves keeping kids on lockdown in the classrooms for low-level bomb threats, while the school is being swept for bombs by school teachers and staff. PNC's Rosal Romanes reports.
The new trend of bomb threats continue, multiple bomb threats in a day. Just today, the Guam Department of Education received 14 bomb threats. In a month, that brings the total bomb threat count at 38.
Well, unfortunately, as of 4 minutes ago, we have a total of 14 bomb threats that we've received today. And of the 14 bomb threats, majority of them were rated as low threats by the school using the new risk assessment matrix. And so, again, we're optimistic that this device or this tool that the schools are using are going to greatly help them better assess the level of risk that they're facing with these bomb threats that we've been experiencing.
The reported bomb threats were at Marshall Sablan Elementary, George Washington High, Inarahan Middle School twice, Benavente Middle School twice, Aguila Johnston Middle, Liguan Elementary, Simon Sanchez High, Ocean View, Southern High, FBLG Middle, and Ukadu High. Anderson says although some of the bomb threats were automated messages, most of the bomb threats they've been receiving, they believe, are internal.
We have had robocalls that have gone to several schools. I know, like Inarahan Middle Schools received a few of them. JFK received at least one. Ukadu High School, I know, has received a robocall. And, we're not sure. I understand there was that Twitter feed that somebody was taking responsibility for those robocalls. And that could be external, of course. But all the other threats, even though we don't know exactly who's responsible for them, we're pretty confident that these were internal. These were students probably at their assigned schools that were, trying to get out of something and decided to write a note or scribble on the wall.
With the trend of bomb scares at the schools, the new risk assessment matrix was developed by GDOE in collaboration with the Guam Police Department, Guam Fire Department, and the Homeland Security Marianas Regional Fusion Center. Basically, Anderson explains schools follow the incident command system. Schools would determine the level of threat by several factors, including the level of security at the school and the level of preparedness of school personnel. Based on those factors, schools come up with a score to determine their overall level of risk. Anderson says all of the bomb threats today were considered low level.
Because it's deemed to be a low threat, the school takes the responsibility to go through and sweep the campus to ensure that there's nothing that's can pose a risk of safety for anybody. But basically looks for any suspicious devices or anything that's out of the ordinary, and working, of course, with their staff and their faculty to do so. And once they sweep their campus, and if they don't see anything that's unusual or out of place, they give themselves the clearance to proceed with normal operations.
But what happens if there is a true terroristic threat and students are not evacuated?
If there's a true terroristic threat to our campuses, we will completely engage public safety and have them take more control over the situation if that was the case. Again, we're maintaining incident command when it's low and medium threat. If it's a high threat, and I would consider a terroristic an actual terroristic threat to be a high risk for a school, we would automatically have public safety take over.
Anderson says with the multiple occurrences of bomb threats at the various schools, students will have to make up those instructional times lost.
If students and parents are thinking that we're not going to have to make up this time because we have FESPAC at the end of the year, or because of the public law that doesn't allow us to use, Easter break or days within Easter break as makeup days, that's incorrect. Superintendent wants everyone to know that every option is on the table, and if we need to make up days to ensure that 180 instructional days or the equivalency of that are met, whether it means extending the school day or the school year, or increasing the instructional minutes in a school day to try and make up for that loss, he's open to consider that.
Rosal Romanes, PNC News.